Well, how y'all are this afternoon? It's your buddy George Jones over here at the Bergen Gun Range with a little ammunition test. And what we're going to test today is mini shells. Now I have duplex buckshot mini shells, and I have 12 gauge deer slug mini shells. Now the 12 gauge deer slug is 2 3/4 inch 1 ounce deer slug, 1250 feet per second, lead, and I cut one of these apart the other night, and it is in fact a Foster style slug. It's made a little different than a regular Foster slug, what we're used to seeing, but it is in fact a Foster slug. So we're going to shoot this gun out of a single shot shotgun. We're going to shoot these shells out of a single shot shotgun. We're going to shoot it out of the old Wile E. Coyote Acme Special, which is 100 years old. And actually this is the model 1898. So it's probably like 110 years old. My thinking is if it shoots good out of this gun, then it'll shoot out of a much better gun. Okay, that's my thinking. So with that in mind, it's the only 12 gauge single shot shotgun I had, just to tell you the truth. But let's try it. Well, let's shoot 2 deer slugs at a 15-yard B-21 silhouette target and look for the 15-yard accuracy. Now these things don't have as much power or powder or so forth in them as say a 2 3/4 inch Magnum Express deer slug has got in it. So I thought testing the deer slug initially at a closer range would be more appropriate. So let's do that. Alrighty. Whoops. Try it again. Ooh. Well, it hammered it pretty good. Apparently that primer's a little hard. That firing pin protrudes well. Apparently that's a hard primer. Okay, that's 2 of the deer slug at 15 yards. Now let's try a pattern on the duplex, which is number 4 and number 1 buckshot. It is 7 pellets of number 4 and 4 pellets of number 1. Oh, it's 6 pellets of number 4 and 7 of number 4 and 4 of number 1. Okay, very confusing. All right. We don't normally like to shoot shotguns at these backers because it wears them out pretty quick, but I'm making a sacrifice for science. All righty. Well, let's go down and take a look at our dynamage. Here we go, boys and girls. We'll take a ride right down here. Take a look down here at this old target. Both of our deer slugs were in the 10. That's obvious. Boop, boop. And then we have an acceptable spread for buckshot. Mostly up here in the 11 o'clock quadrant, with a few flyers out here on the side and one down here. That's fairly acceptable. That old gun's probably not bored real straight, but all right, let's try the old deer slug on a 25-yard steel silhouette. See how that works for us. All right, let's get us a deer slug. Let's get us some deer sluggers. .25-yard steel silhouette. Get those old hard primer shells to shoot. That's a hit. Let's get ambitious and try a 12-inch square steel plate at 25 yards. Or not. Miss. Matter of fact, I seen it hit that tire down there. Okay, give it the benefit of the doubt. One more. Ooh, that was a nice hit. So, it appears that the deer slugs have exceptional or acceptable marksmanship even out of the crappiest gun I own. Another one on the steel silhouette. You can get it to shoot. Missed it. That was me. Oh, I gotta have one more. Got one more try here. Yeah. This old shotgun has a good firing pin. You pull the trigger, push the hammer forward, and that firing pin protrudes well out of the battery face. So I'm saying we're having a hard primer issue with the mini shell. Other than that, the buckshot performance is good out of the 22-inch test bed. The accuracy of the slug is good. I don't know if I'd go after white-tailed deer with a 1250 foot a second mini shell or not. I'd definitely go after a coyote or some other varmint, you know, at 25 yards or less with the mini shell, buckshot or slug. Well, all right then. That's about the size of that for the old mini shell ammo test out of a single shot shotgun. Get some, try them out, see what your results are. If you like my content and you want to support it, you can leave me an old $1 in the Patreon bucket on the way out the door. Otherwise, like, take, share, commentate, and subscribe. I'll be out there trying to find something else to make a video on that's meaningful, pertinent, and useful to you. All right then, we'll see y'all.